Here's a quick overview of the Options Weekly Paychecks system products, and this is the third generation. You can see second generation here, and actually we have gone back, and maybe you can call it a fourth generation even with Options Weekly Paychecks System B. We went back to the first version and tweaked it, and why that matters is that it was a system that students just jived with right away. It was very simple and it was fun. Okay, it was a type of trade that was an adventure each week. Some weeks you just crushed it. Okay, some weeks you get some okay profits. Occasionally you have a week that's a dud, but a lot of the weeks it just does its thing. The market does its thing. What's its thing? It moves in that weekly type of cycle, and so we have a certain way of playing this weekly cycle. It's very simple and solid, and it's a type of trade that we all should be doing all the time. Just because if you're not doing it, then it's kind of like throwing away money. Now, also, there are stocks. There are different instruments as well, besides stocks, with options that you can use that have an edge. They tend to put out better weeks on average. And you may ask, well, why is that? Because every instrument is its own character and personality. I mean, there are some newbies that that may think that you can find this system that is just going to work like this cookie cutter concept that's going to work across all stocks, all instruments over time. Well, that's the pursuit of that is called the pursuit of the Holy Grail, okay, in trading. And so that's it's like a disease, okay, it's like a mental disease. And a lot of trading books talk about that over time. So this, as you get to know the markets better, you're going to see that doesn't make sense. Waste of time is not very smart. Because as you get to know different instruments, you're going to see that each one has its own characteristics. Now, yes, in stocks, most of the time, the stocks will tend to follow the markets, right? And so then, with that in mind, that's one factor. But still, a stock will follow the markets in a different way and differently with different types of price follow through. Okay, so most of you guys know this. Some of you guys don't. Anyways, if you're looking for a super easy way to trade the markets, System B 1.0 is great. Now, System B version 2.1 it's a little bit more complicated, but it's designed to make more money. Okay. And then we have System A here, which is designed to be super, super easy. Like a few minutes of work per week. And we can just put on these types of orders and just follow the real simple type of system. And it has its certain repeating factors that enable you to just do these simple repetitive trades and put yourself in a position to net out a profit as the market just goes on and does its thing. I should probably just pop on over here to the System A page. Okay, and you can see 2 trades max, 15 minutes of work per week. Now, again, it's one of those systems that was designed to correspond to this weekly paycheck concept. I mean, the weekly paycheck concept is a goal. And so there are theme and variation types of systems around that goal. There are variations of weekly paychecks. So this is an average weekly paycheck concept, but we also deal with a weekly price cycle. And you can see here, there's a type of cycle on from week to week, okay? And so let's just go look at some results. This is just caveman easy, right? And that's what we want. For most people, if they have to think too much and figure out stuff in real time, then that starts triggering the mind to get sucked into the marketplace and to wonder, what if this, what if that, and to start thinking about new ideas. We don't want that at all. If you ever read Nicholas Darvis's book, How I Made $2 Million in the stock market, you'll see his process of learning. Eventually, he got to a point where he said, you know what? I can't get involved in the market at all. All I want is to get a ticker quote from my broker, and I'll then just hand draw my own price charts, okay? And so he went on to do that, and he went on to incredible success. I would read his book a few times. And so that's very important, because a lot of other traders got to that point over time where they just said, you know what? I just need to make sure my system is just hammered out from every angle, and I just need to reduce my trading efforts to just these simple decisions every day that don't take much time. There should be no thinking in real time. Okay, you don't, as a systems trader or as a trader in general, really, you want to get to a point where you're not thinking, with the low-level conscious mind, as they call it, and you don't want to get your heart's mind involved. That your heart's mind can go all over the place. So we want to get it to a point where it's very simple. We are not trying to capture everything. We are not trying to capture the perfect profit every time. We're not, we're not trying to win 100% of the time. All right? We just want to do our system and just simply do that, and let the system do its thing, and let the results take care of themselves. Let the results come from just us doing the right thing in real time. Because, hey, you know what? Even with a good system, if you get involved with bias, with what you feel the market's going to do, and you can very easily get that bias from reading news, listening to news, financial news, one, and then just even news in general, where you start listening to predictions and so on and so forth, or even you can say certain types of future prediction types of folks, and so you can get into a scenario where you may not be on the right timing with that future prediction, although maybe that person's very good at future prediction. Timing in the market is very difficult. Okay, the market's going to do what it's going to do. If everyone's talking about a time, well, it's probably not going to happen. A certain time. If everyone's talking about a crash, well, what's going to happen? All right, so we looked through this series of profits. Now, again, this is more of a simplistic, you can call it a brute force type of system. That's a little harsh. It's just a system where we're putting on these simple trades in order to take advantage of a phenomenon. So, we're going to have some losses here and there. And this is Netflix when it moved around a bit more. And just as an example. So you just pop on these trades. So easy. All right. And you just let the series of trades do its thing. Okay. You let the series of trades do its thing, because every now and then also you're going to get one of these mega moves. Okay, and oh, there's another mega move. Okay, so it just comes together, and 340 stock points is pretty sweet. Let's see how March 9th. Let's see when it stopped here. We haven't. I didn't write down the end date there. We'll just assume it's the end of the year. So 8 months roughly. Okay. January 1, November. Okay, so 11 months. And you can see here the other differences. It's Baidu, Apple. Okay, when it moved around a bit before it split, and you can get a picture. Hey, I mean, this is, I hate to use the word easy money, but it's pretty close to it. So the point is that you just put on these simple trades. The key in this system is that you have to have the number, you have to have the position size that fits the series. So if you take 10 trades and you look, okay, how much do I win per my win? How much do I lose per my lose every 10 trades? And then you figure out the best position size, because you definitely want to be able to put yourself in position to stack these types of profits, right? Okay, anyways, we'll have to do a couple more of these videos, but you can see here we have some very potent, powerful systems. If you're looking for a way to really get it done, I would definitely look into these systems, right? And if you're looking to not only just get it done, but also potentially crush it, like do super well, then these are the types of systems that you want to be looking at employing here. Okay, System T, System W, System X in particular, and also Striker. Okay, those four systems allow you to be a bit more aggressive and puts you in a position for stacking and compounding up quickly. Okay, all right. Then we have System 7. It's more laid back. It's based on a weekly bar concept. Right. And then we have Index Options, Weekly Paychecks. Extremely powerful. Those options are a little bit more expensive. All right. So what you want to do is you want to learn a system and find your sweet spot stock with the sweet spot options, and then you're off to the races. And from there, you just have to get good at trading the system. Okay, get good at it. So you can historical practice. You can paper trade in real time. The historical practice is shoving the chart to the right and to the right, and then just using the right arrow key to go bar by bar. Or you can just look at the chart and look visually by bar by bar and pretend you're going bar by bar, and you just ask, okay, what do I do in this bar? What do I do in this bar? Okay, and so then you practice this decision making bar by bar, because you want to be able to look at the price action, interpret it correctly, and be able to put on the trading rules, or be able to enter the instrument based on your trading rules. You want to be able to do that correctly. Okay, and that will take practice, especially when you have some stranger price action scenarios going on. You need to know what to do. You don't want to be winging it in real time. Anyways, that's just an overview, just a review, I should say, some ideas on how to use these systems to potentially profit big. Okay, thanks.